Hello, welcome to a DSP video. We're gonna be looking at this merch. There's it's gonna be interesting to see, to compare some of these designs to the design that I'm gonna show you eventually, soon, I guess, whatever. But let's take a look at the first row. These shirt designs I'm not a big fan of, but I think out of this row, I think the last one, the King of Hate one, is okay. It's good for what it is because it at least has something to do with DSP at least. The King of Retro makes no sense. I think the one thing that these two shirts have that's an issue is that they're too high up. I think the design should be a little bit lower. It's like right here, and that's kind of weird because there's nothing on the bottom half. I mean, there should be something on the bottom to compensate for that, I guess. I don't know. It's just these aren't very well balanced in my opinion, but whatever. But then we go to this row, and the mug's okay. The mug's fine. I mean, obviously the white handle kind of makes it shitty, but that's more of a Teespring thing. I think this should have just been a white mug instead of a black one. But you know what but here's where we get the shit. Like, look at all these designs. These designs are kind of whatever to like kind of generic, etc. But then we get this, the King of Fighters. This piece of shit. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible design. I really can't believe DSP looked at this design and was like, yes, I'm gonna put this on a shirt. It's just so bad. I can't even say one good thing about it. I can look at the other shirts and find one good thing to say about them. At least one. This, I cannot say anything positive. The font is terrible. The smaller font, when you look at the character names, it's hard to read. The image is even hard to read. It's just DSP, shitty chibi DSP doing this, I think, and he's like looking at you, which, if you play a fighting game, the characters don't look at you, Imagine if you're playing and Ryu's like, Hadouken! Sure, it would be very fucking creepy. And then you look at the troll, which is apparently Master Troll. I had to look at it very hard to see the name. And there's a black body with a blue face that's looking at DSP. So, like, the enemy's looking at the opponent, but the opponent that the troll's fighting, DSP, is just looking at you. Like, what? And it's obvious that they just took the face from the health bar and just put it on the body. It's so fucking bad. I guarantee that DSP's not gonna wear this shirt ever. He'll probably wear any other shirt, but he won't wear this shirt because this shirt's garbage. It's pure fucking garbage. DSP, if you're watching this, you really need to look at the shirts you're getting and putting on your store. You don't have to have the highest quality control, sure, if you want to, put your fans' art on shirts and all that shit, and all that shit, fine. But come on, really, you have this shirt on your store? This is a pretty bad shirt, Phil. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like, if anyone buys this shirt, one person, it has to be a pity buy. It has to be a pity buy because there's no way anyone's gonna buy this shirt and be like, yes, this design, I'd wear this in public. Like, imagine if you're wearing this. It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, enough of that. We're gonna move on. So let's go to the forums. Everyone's favorite website. Nick, everyone's favorite pineapple, made a forum post talking about what should Phil play this week because DSP has been kind of hinting that he was going to cancel the Inpatient, which, spoiler alert, he did. He's not going to do the Inpatient, even though he hyped the fuck out of that, but he's not going to do it. He wasted $400 on a psvr and he's not going to use it. Okay. So Nick has been going through each game. So he says the Impatient. Phil is skeptical if he should play the Impatient because he can't see chat with the VR headset on. In my opinion, I don't think it will be a big issue. I don't think a VR game would be very long, and it can be beaten in 2 streams. Plus, VR games require lots of breaks. He can do shoutouts during these breaks. For once, Nick said something smart. There you go. And I'm sure the people who are cheering and tipping will wait. Like, because they'll see DSP in a VR helmet, they're gonna sit there and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna cheer oh, he's not gonna read my cheer right now, but he might read it later. I mean, these people are not gonna be like, oh, he's not reading my cheer. I'm out. Like, they're not. They should be able to wait unless your cheer donators and all that are like kind of impatient. But okay. Then Super Mario Sunshine. It's possible for him to get 2 streams in, but then it would need to go on hold for 3 weeks because of new releases. Terrible idea. Just started after his girlfriend moves in, so he can play it consistently. And hey, maybe he can make it co-commentary playthrough with his girlfriend. That is very, very optimistic thinking with the co-commentary. That's like kind of going too far. But the thing is he could do Super Mario Sunshine regardless because he has a very consistent group of people giving him money. A very consistent group. These people give him money no matter what. They even complain about how boring a game is and still give him money. And these people will still play that game. It's fucking insane. Like, everyone hates PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Everyone hates that he plays that game. Maybe like 2 or 3 people enjoy it. But, they hate it, but they still give him money when he plays it. So it's really kind of moot to say that, well, they might not cheer if he's playing Mario. Like, what? Why? I mean, I guess he could kind of use Okami as the example. Like, well, look at Okami, guys. I like that game, but no one's tipping. But, like, DSP was bored throughout that entire playthrough. Like, Super Mario is a little bit different because that's a little bit more of like a, colorful game. There's a lot to talk about. While Okami is more of just like, you gotta just play it and have fun with it. But whatever. But the co-commentary, he's not gonna do that ever. He's not gonna do a co-commentary with her. He's just gonna do co-op games with her. That's the only thing she'll be used for. Just as a extra body to play co-op games that he can't do online. Do it with his slave. He's gonna do it with her, and then that's it. That's all she's gonna do. She's just gonna be an extra body in the house. A lot of people are like, "Oh, this is great for Phil." Like, he's just getting a slave, and a lot of people are calling her a maid and this and that. But look, guys, maids get paid. Maids get paid. This girl is not getting paid by DSP. She's there, if any, and she's giving money to Phil by paying the bills. So and also cooking and all this other stuff. So she's kind of a slave, if you ask me. I mean, I don't really know what kind of relationship that's gonna be, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Street Fighter V. Fuck no. Fuck you, Nick. Fuck you. He should play Street Fighter V. He's already playing 2 in the coming weeks, and played the betas for them last week. I would rather see a new playthrough than another fighter. Plus, I would want Phil to play a game he would actually enjoy. You know what's funny about Nick saying this, and because when I used to have a forum account on these shitty ass forums, I made a thread saying how PUBG is boring. I don't want to play that and this and that. And then Nick comes in and says, "Look, I don't remember what the account I used at that time, but he's like, look, it's not about what you like, it's about what everyone else likes. So not everyone is bored with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, etc." But then here's Nick talking about how he doesn't want him to play another fighting game. Fuck you, Nick, you fucking cuck. And the other thing is that when he plays Street Fighter V, it was actually entertaining. When he plays fighting games, it's more entertaining, it's more fun to watch. And it's so annoying when his fans try to dissuade DSP from playing a fighting game. It's annoying because the thing that pisses me off the most about when his fans try to say like, well, you shouldn't play a lot of fighters, is that DSP was a fighting game player. He played a lot of fighting games in the past, and so it should be so. The thing is that if I was known as a Street Fighter streamer on YouTube or whatever, I would most likely be more inclined to do more fighting games. But I mean, I would also play other games in the meantime on streams. Like look at Low Tier God. He plays Street Fighter V a lot, but he also plays other fighting games and other games in general. Like he was talking about, I watched his stream yesterday, and I think he was talking about, what game was it? I don't remember it. But he was talking about streaming another game that wasn't even a fighter at all. Like, he played other games. He played Mortal Kombat a few times, Injustice, Tekken, all that stuff. He, ventured, he did other stuff than just Street Fighter. But DSP could do more than just fighting games, sure, but he should do more fighters because that's what he's known for. People enjoy him playing fighting games. And when DSP hypes up a fighting game stream, he literally says, "Well, I used to be a fighting game player. I love fighting games, and this and that." Why not just let him play fighting games? Like, I would much rather have him play fighting games more than PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Because at least fighters are more entertaining to watch because it's more active and there's more stuff to do in the stream. While PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, it's like watching paint dry. If anything, it's worse than that. Like, it's terrible. So I really think Nick is a fucking idiot for saying this. You know, Nick, get out of here. And plus, I would want Phil to play a game he would actually enjoy. Fuck you, Nick. Then he says, other. Don't like any of these options. What else would you like to see? Well, if Phil is dead set on skipping the Impatient, then I would like to see an Undertale Genocide run. Well, you know what, Nick? He's never going back to Undertale, okay? That's a meme game, dude. It's old. No one wants to see it, okay? It's perfect for interaction because you need to grind for several minutes in advance. The game has 2 difficult fights, but another than that, does it mean but other than that? Jeez, Nick, come on. The run is incredibly short. You know what's funny? DSP shits on JRPGs and other games that require grinding because you go, it's boring to grind in a stream, this and that, blah blah blah. But when he plays PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, he's basically grinding in that game every time he plays it. He cannot connect the dots. He cannot connect that those two things are very similar to each other. So he could do JRPGs the same way that he's doing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Like, that's why people stream JRPGs. Like, why people stream Persona. It's like, it's not the kind of game to be like, you know, do crazy commentary for, sure, but it's the kind of game that's chill. You can relax, you get to just grind, do like, you know, whatever, and then you can talk to the stream chat and all this other stuff. That's why people stream those games. But DSP doesn't because he thinks grinding is boring, but plays PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds where he does the same exact fucking thing. But he can't connect the dots. I don't know what to say about that. Rojo mentions Doki Doki, and I think it says that he should go in blind and chat and spoil it, but guess what? His chat will spoil it. I don't know Doki Doki, but I heard there's a part of that game that's, like, insane, and, you know, hopefully DSP encounters that without hand-holding, but he'll get handheld, don't worry. His chat is full of cucks, so there you go. Then this guy says, still waiting on Super Mario Sunshine. Exactly, he should have played it in January, but no, he didn't. Then he goes on. Then he says whatever. Is there anything else he says here rather than they get some action? Oh, that was paid for already. Paid for already. Then the continued no action. These past couple of weeks would have been perfect to play the game, but instead played Fortnite and PUBG, which he admits are terrible games. You know what? Body Thirst brings up a good point because Nick says that he should play games that he should actually enjoy. DSP does not enjoy PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. He says it's a terrible game, but he plays it because anything for this. Greed is massive. So it's ridiculous. And then KG comes and says that he should play another PSVR game. And then Nick says, isn't that a PSVR game? And then KG says, yeah, I just said PSVR. This was my favorite, like, conversation because, like, Nick just did not see the PSVRs. Oh, man, that's great. And then Last Raymond says, why not make a poll? And then Nick says the dumbest thing imaginable because sometimes words speak louder than numbers. With that logic, then we should have Hillary Clinton as president because words, supporting her were louder than the numbers. Whatever, that's political humor. Throw that in the garbage. Throw that in the garbage can. Fuck political humor. And then Buddy says, I would like to see him return to Street Fighter V and see what his opinions are on the changes made. Exactly. Buddy gets it. See, the thing is that the reason why people want him to go back to Street Fighter V so badly is because the game has changed so much since launch that and especially with Arcade Edition, that it would be very interesting to see what his opinions would be of the game. but he's not going to go back to it because he still thinks it's the same game, which it's not. It's a lot different. They changed the netcode a few times. I mean, whatever. It's a lot different. Then the last Rainbow comes in and says, "To be honest, I would like it if he plays all of the games, but I shall rank them in order. Impatient, a unique style playthrough with VR. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. I would like to hear his opinions on the changes. I would love to see DSP's reaction to Abigail. I say that a lot of times, but is just Abigail such a weird fucking character, and he's kind of OP in a lot of ways, and they kind of made him more OP in Arcade Edition. So it'd be funny to see DSP's reaction to that character. I just can't imagine what he'd say about it. Then number 3, Super Mario Sunshine. Despite that, I am a patron, and I did nominate the game. It is a low priority due to many games coming out. Let's see. Then Nick comes in and says, the thing is, he's skeptical about all the games. He needs to know why he shouldn't play the games. But the thing is that people can tell him why he should play Street Fighter V, and he'll just ignore it. He doesn't listen to anyone. He doesn't listen. Like, you could give him a lot of reasons why he should drop PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and he'll ignore that because he likes the money. And if you give him any reasons why he should go back to Street Fighter V, he'll ignore that because he wants to keep his ego intact. So it's a lose-lose for everyone. It's a win-win for Phil because Phil gets to pick whatever he wants. Cappuccino says, I'm bored of PlayerUnknown's Battleground. This guy is an MVP. He's the best forum user. I don't care what anyone says. He could say another cuck response in another thread, but this is the smartest thing I've seen on these forums. Another Derek says, I'd agree, but more than likely he will hate it no matter what, of course, but that's the fun. He has already decided his opinion on it. Although he says he goes into games with an open mind, that's a lie. To form his own opinion. I think we all know that going in for a second opinion doesn't change his mind. He played Street Fighter V before and decided it was no good, and no changes will make him reconsider that. And moreover, the number of people asking for it are enough for him to notice. Some people want it, but probably not high enough that he cares about playing it again. But the thing is that people talk about it every fucking stream. So many people want him to play Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. And the thing is that he could get as much money, if not more, from a Street Fighter V stream than a PlayerUnknown's Battleground stream. Equal, if not more, because fighting games are awesome to watch. Because they're fun. It's fun to see people get salty. I mean, that's the whole, like, pull of fighting games. Like, that was the fun part of watching his Dragon Ball FighterZ stream when he didn't know what the fuck he was doing with some of the characters. When his cheesy-ass combos could not work, it was fun to watch because it was interesting to see what the other opponent was doing. There's a lot of things that a lot of people were doing in these fighting games that are fun to watch. Genuinely. But DSP doesn't want to play Street Fighter V because he's a pussy. For 2 free slots, I'd say playing something... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna... What did Nick say? Seriously, dude, not only has he been playing that every other day, but he's specifically asking for new games to play but to potentially replace the impatient. He is giving the illusion of choice, Nick. Come on. Regardless, he announced on the weekend preview that he decided on Sunshine this is a bad idea. Oh my god, Nick, shut the fuck up. He'll only be able to play it for 2 days. Looking at the release schedule, it's looking like the earliest he can go back to it will be after his girlfriend moves in and they get settled, which I'm predicting will be on the 15th. That means there'll be a 3-week gap in a playthrough. People will lose interest and or get annoyed. What he needs now is a short game that can be beaten under 8 hours. It's been a while since he had a good romp. Oh my god, Nick, he's such a fucking cuck. But, like, the thing is that he could just play Mario Sunshine. He should just play, and the thing is that he could just play it for 2 days, see the attendance, and if the support is, like, consistent among those 2 days, he should just continue the playthrough. Like, that's what he should do. He shouldn't just play it 2 times and say, well, that's it. He should just play it 2 times, see how it performs, and then continue to play it. And then with the one day that he doesn't make enough money, he should on a stream, he should just switch to something else the next day, and then just do what he was gonna do. Like, that would make more sense. But whatever. So let's go to this because there's a lot of stuff. I know this is kind of gonna be a little bit redundant, but it is what it is, I suppose. So this is from Mr. Huth. He cut the fat out of the pre-stream, and he had a nice little intro we're gonna watch.
Mr. Swaggin says, "If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Yeah, seal clap." Because whenever I clap on stream, it's a seal clap, according to my detractors. Duh.
I like how he doesn't get the fucking meme of the seal clap because he thinks the seal clap is like this, but it's a seal clap because he claps at everything like an idiot, like this. Well, that's too fast. And more like this, and he's fat like a seal. That's the joke. Not like it. He's an idiot. It's just that he's claps at dumb things. But whatever.
This Tuesday, there's the release of The Impatient, which is a PlayStation VR, game. Now, I have not played the PSVR in literally 1 year. The last time I used my PSVR was to play Resident Evil 7. I played it a second time, or ran through it kind of a second time in
Snort.
In VR.
Snorty
all right.
Snort.
And I didn't even finish the game because it was just a gimmick. I was like, it's not even that much different. I'm not even going to bother with it. And I have not played. I played 0 PSVR games in 2017. That's how much VR was utilized last year. It wasn't at all. The gimmick died within a few months. Pretty lame, right?
You think so these gimmicks are like these peripherals are gimmicks, or like, oh, these are gonna change the way you see gaming and all that other stuff. But the thing is, with VR or the PlayStation VR, is that it's just an option. Like, it's there for people who want to experience games in VR. It's not like some big ground-shaking, earth-shattering like thing.
That being said, this week there is finally a PSVR game coming out. It's called The Impatient. If you're not aware, it's from the same game developer, Supermassive Games, who made Until Dawn. It is actually a prequel to Until Dawn. If you remember my playthrough of Until Dawn from many years ago, I think it was like 3-4 years ago. I don't even remember at this point. The way it worked was there was an asylum that you go into in Until Dawn, where the history of the asylum was these people who were getting infected by something and or being experimented on and turned into Wendigos. And they didn't understand what was going on in this asylum. They were doing experimentation, trying to figure out how to control it and stuff. And basically it didn't work, and then the Wendigos exploded. They got freed. They attacked everyone. And
I was going to say this. I almost forgot to start this video with this. But today, which is Monday, as I'm recording this, you might see this either today or tomorrow, depending on when I upload this. Whatever, it is what it is. DSP got a sponsor! Everyone! Can you believe that? Darkside Phil, the guy who was against sponsors, he's not a sellout, totally not a sellout, guys. He got a sponsor, well, a sponsor, it's just an affiliates program, I guess, but it's the sponsor, whatever, is gaming chairs. OPC heard when he was crying about his chair, when he was playing VR chat, and I was like, you know what, Phil needs a good chair, we need to give him a good chair, we need to give him a deal, and DSC was like, hell yeah, I don't care about integrity. I'm a fucking Twitch whore now. And then now he's getting a chair, and now he's getting money off of it. And these chairs, they're not cheapo chairs. They're $250, and you save $15. Isn't that amazing? Aren't you excited to spend over $100 for a fucking chair? Amazing, right? But remember, he's not a sellout. He's not a shill. He doesn't get these sponsorship deals. He just happened to get a sponsorship deal, dude. Come on.
And that was the end of that. And that was pretty much the backstory of Until Dawn. Well, in this game, The Impatient, you're basically, I think it's like 30 to 60 years in the past. You're in the asylum when all this is going on. So does it suck? Because if you played Until Dawn, you know all about the Wendigos? Yes. At the same time, it would be pretty cool, I think, to maybe, kind of experience that firsthand as a survival horror game, especially because we haven't seen anything from Supermassive Games a million years ago. All right. Now, here's the deal, folks. Here's the deal. I was considering playing this last year. There was actually nothing much going on near the end of 2017, and I thought this would be a good playthrough to end the year. It got delayed until now. All right. So it comes out this Tuesday. Now, here's the thing. Let me explain what else is going on this week, and let me explain my train of thought, because I'm really on the fence about playing this game at this point. In fact, I'm almost leaning towards skipping it, and let me explain why. All right.
He hyped this game so much, and now he's skipping it.
So in addition to The Inpatient this Tuesday, we've also got Batman, the Telltale series, Season 2, Episode 4. All right. So, you know, the 4th episode, which I want to play, obviously. That's why I'm playing episodes 2 and 3 tomorrow to get caught up. Then, on Thursday, I want to do a podcast. I have not done a podcast in over 2 months. Well, it's about 2 months. It was actually Thanksgiving last year. So it was late November. So here we are, late January. I figure it would be the perfect opportunity to do a new podcast. We've got a lot to talk about, right? We've got all the stuff going on in gaming news and everything that we could talk about. News stories like the Nintendo Labo. We can talk about...
Like, I'm sorry, but why do we still need to talk about the fucking Labo? It's fucking cardboard. It's a toy for the Switch. Like, no one... It's not that big of an announcement, to be honest. I don't really get why, we need a fucking podcast for that. Like, whatever. And he already says what he said about it. He shat on it up and down. Like, come on.
Games like Dark Souls coming to, remastered edition. I could go through my entire gaming schedule, all right, and let you guys know what's coming up this year for games, because I have not done a gaming schedule update. So instead, I could just make it part of the podcast, a big segment. In addition, I wanted to tell you guys about how stuff's going in regards to getting you caught up with the tax situation and the business and how everything's going.
He already paid off his taxes. We know that. So it's going to be all good news. Everything's coming up DSP.
Going behind the scenes with everything, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff I have not told you guys at all that for those who are in the know and want to be caught up because you've been following along and been supportive of me so much in the past, couple months since I told you about the tax situation on Thanksgiving, I think you guys are owed an update.
Oh, bullshit.
So there's a lot.
Come on. He literally said in a cheer, like, during Dragon Ball FighterZ, I got an email. Said I got more than enough to pay for the taxes. Pretty good. And I got $100 tax credit. Pretty cool.
A lot to talk about. There's a lot to do a podcast on. All right. So I think that what I should do is do a podcast this Thursday. I want to do a podcast this Thursday. I think it's time to do it. All right.
It's time. It's time.
And then this Friday is the release of Dragon Ball FighterZ. It finally comes out, the full-fledged version, not just the beta that I've been playing. So that's going to be awesome because there's going to be a campaign mode to play through. I'm sure there's going to be, training mode for each character and challenges so I can learn each character in and out, their combos and the like. Then there's going to be robust online play. There's going to be a lot to do with Dragon Ball FighterZ starting this Friday. Okay? So I'm really excited for that. And then the week after that, Dissidia NT Final Fantasy releases. Okay? That's going to be fun because that's a completely different kind of game. And I'm definitely interested in checking that out and balancing that with Dragon Ball. Then, in early March, we've got UFC 3.
I don't know. To me, honestly, I played the beta a little bit and I was kind of bored with it. And the other thing with that is... It doesn't feel like a fighting game to me. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel like one to me, so...
I honestly was going to skip, but now some people are kind of saying to me, I think you should play it. And then, the first week of February, we've got Symphony. I said Symphony. I'm an idiot. Shadow of the Colossus Remastered. The remade edition of Shadow of the Colossus coming out. And I really liked playing that game years ago, and I want to replay it with this new version. Okay? Better, modernized graphics and gameplay elements and everything. So in the next few weeks, guys, we've got a ton going on.
Why does
and then in mid-February, keep in mind, I'm taking some time off from streaming because my girlfriend's going to be moving in with me.
My girlfriend!
And then when we come back from that,
wow,
I got the option of playing Dynasty Warriors 9, The Secret of Mana remake.
Mana.
Okay? And I'm also going to be playing Super Mario Sunshine. So we've got literally the entire... Starting this Friday, once Dragon Ball comes out, I'm pretty much booked until March, okay? That's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. That's a really good thing.
Don't get me wrong.
Because it sucks when you're uncertain and you don't know what you're going to do. Because then you have to try to fill in the gaps. I'll do a random stream here, a random stream there. It doesn't seem to me like it's going to be that kind of an issue. We're going to be game after game after game after game, boom, 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 boom. And that's a good thing. The streams are going to be hype. People are going to be coming out for new releases, It's going to be really exciting. But here's the deal, all right? Here's the deal.
Oh, there's a deal, guys.
I'm pretty much leaning towards skipping the Impatient this week. And here's why. There's a couple reasons. Allow me to explain them, and then I want your feedback in the stream chat. All right? So, number one, it's a PSVR game. The Impatient is a PSVR game. You cannot play it without the PSVR headset. All right? What does that mean? It means that I will not be able to see the stream chat. I will not be able to see
playing a VR
any interaction
game,
with you
and
guys.
It works with the
can't
VR.
see
Do you know what that
subs,
means?
tips, and I
Oh,
can't
I
see
don't
the
know.
reactions of what you're saying live during the gameplay. So literally, as I'm playing this game, it's going to be like I'm in an isolation booth. It'll be just like I used to be when I did my old YouTube videos, where I can't react.
The stream chat can fucking wait for you to react to fucking shoutouts. They'd be more interested because they're there to watch him play games, and he's playing the Impatient.
To anything you guys do. I don't like that. You know, the new streaming style has been working splendidly for me. In 2018 so far, these first 3 weeks have been outstanding on Twitch. Everything, people participating, having fun, loving the stream style, right? This year's been tremendously positive so far.
Because he begged for money. He's been begging for money. I guarantee. Well, now he has this other tax bill coming up, so he'll milk that, and his fans will be like, "Oh, we gotta save him." But then the summertime is probably is when he's gonna start really, feeling the drought. But honestly, I think this is just a cycle for him. I don't think he's. That's why I don't think his financials are as bad as he says it is. Because if they were really that bad, he would probably be like getting a job, or at least like trying to get more money in some other venues, all this other stuff. But he's been doing the same shit every day. So there's no way he's making when he acts as if he gets $1 a month, like $1 every 2 months, and all he gets on Twitch is like $5 or something. It's like, no, you make more than that. You make more than $100, like way more than that. So there's no way that he is truly strapped for cash, and this whole thing with being nervous about the bills is bullshit. There's no way he's nervous about the bills. He makes a lot of money on bits. Every time I go to his streams, compared to other streamers I watch on Twitch, he gets the most shoutouts I've ever seen. Every other streamer I've watched, they get some like every so often or here and there, but DSP it's like every 5 minutes. So no, I'm sorry. I don't really believe anymore that he's strapped for cash or that he's nervous about the bills, because he makes a lot of money as it is, be it with cheers, tips, and Patreon. Come on.
To now go into an isolation booth for several streams.
Like he could afford to play PlayStation VR games, Telltale games, and Super Mario Sunshine. He could do a whole month of that and still be able to pay his bills. That's what I'm getting at.
And basically derail all of that because the game's PSVR. All right, that's number one. Number two, I'm already going to be playing Batman this week. Like I said, tomorrow's main stream, and then Tuesday night's stream is also Batman. That is a narrative game, and guess what? It's also a game that doesn't lend plot, jarring, and it breaks up. It really doesn't lend itself to stream. I can't even see you. PSVR game, and I don't like the PSVR. I just don't. When I have to wear this thing,
he praised the fuck out of the PlayStation VR when it came out. He was like, "Oh, it's cheap, it's affordable, it's amazing." And he loved it. He was like sucking its dick. He was really like hyped to buy it. And now, well, it's a piece of shit. Fuck it.
It makes my head sweat. The eye lenses fog up. My forehead gets sweaty as hell. My whole head heats up. All right, putting this fucking thing on my head. And after playing it for about 20-30 minutes, I need to take a break. I can't even play longer than say a half hour in the PSVR without needing a break. So you're talking me trying to play this game. Let's say, because it is supposed to be a full length game. Let's say it's 8 hours long. So every half hour, I got to take another break. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's going to be a very good situation. I just think it's going to be like a chore to play through this game. As much as I want to play it, this is the thing. I honestly wish the Impatient were not a PSVR game. I wish it were a regular video game that I could just sit here on my love seat with you guys, interact with you. Because the other thing is it's survival horror. doing live interactions with you guys are perfect for that style of game.
Oh,
they're absolutely perfect.
Every game is perfect for it. I have noticed this when he talks about the perfect style of game for stream interaction. It's every fucking game. Oh, fighting games is perfect for stream interaction in between matches. That's just perfect. Oh, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, it's great because I get to talk to the chat. Oh, this game is perfect for this. Horror games is amazing. Okay.
That's part of the
the thing is that I get annoyed with the reason why I brought that up is because he fucking devalues everything in the English language. It means nothing. Saying this is perfect for stream interaction, all that stuff, literally is worthless. It's worthless shit because with that logic, every game is perfect for stream interaction except for PlayStation VR games. Okay.
Playing survival horror games is our reactions, laughing, joking, and everything during the horror aspect. And now I can't even do that. Okay? So,
and
quite frankly.
And honestly, I disagree with that. That's really retarded to say, oh, well, stream interaction is perfect for horror games. No, it's not actually. It's actually worse because horror games are fun to watch to see the streamer react. Not fun to see how stream chat reacts. I mean that's so fucking stupid. Ugh. No.
I'm really just leaning towards skipping it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be worth it. I think it's like $40, right? And the other thing, here's the one final thing too that I didn't even mention. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish it. All right. So
I like how he says it's $40. Like he said, it's not a discount price, but he mentioned that $40 is a discounted price for other games in the past. I think he said Sonic Forces was a discount game because it was $40.
Thinking about it, all right, thinking about this game, right?
Right.
Would I be able to finish it in time? Because keep in mind, if I'm doing a podcast on Thursday, if Dragon Ball starts Friday, I really only have Tuesday, Wednesday to play it. That's it. So I'd only have 2 streams.
But if he said if the game was 8 hours, he should be able to finish it within 2 days because he streams for 4 hours.
I have a mainstream Tuesday and a mainstream Wednesday. Wednesday night I can't even stream because I'm going to do my errands, my grocery shopping and stuff. So literally I'd have 8 hours to play it. That's it. If I don't beat it into 2 sessions, I don't even know when I would get back to the game to finish it. Okay? So in my opinion, I think maybe it's just a bust. Okay? I do. I think it's a bust. I think that it's kind of a game that it would have made sense if it were a different time, if we weren't in a time crush for the new releases coming out starting Friday, and if it wasn't PSVR. Those are the 2 deciding factors that I think I would have gone into me playing it, but I don't know. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Here's what I'm thinking. If I don't play it, well, then what am I going to do, right? I'm going to have 2 major streams this week. Like I just said, Tuesday and Wednesday with nothing, right? So what would I do during those streams?
What?
And this is what I'm trying to throw out to you guys, all right? What do you guys want to see me do on Tuesday and Wednesday if I don't play The Impatient? Now, the one suggestion I have, okay, is something that I think it would be a good idea, but then people are going to get angry. And let me explain. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen.
Let me explain.
Super Mario Sunshine
I
is a playthrough that I promised I was going to do for a long time. I'm now going to do it. I have all the equipment to do it, finally. Whatever. I have everything in place. I have the HDMI adapter. My Wii is set up. I have a GameCube controller, memory card. Everything's ready to go. Everything's ready to go. Okay? So Super Mario Sunshine could definitely happen. Okay? But here's the thing. If I play Super Mario Sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday, which I very well could, get 8 hours into the game, okay? Then it's going to go on hold for a long time. Because like I just mentioned, all right? Dragon Ball FighterZ, okay? Final Fantasy Dissidia,
maybe you should just
UFC 3 maybe. I'm on the fence about that. Shadow of the Colossus remake, me taking time off for my girlfriend to move in, the possibility of Dynasty Warriors 9, or Secret of Mana remake, and then finally, the second half of February, getting a chance to go back to it. So you're potentially talking, if I start it this week, if I do, let's say, 1 or 2 sessions of it this week, okay, it's going to go on hold for 1, to at least 3 weeks, if not longer. And then it's going to come back in the second half of February. Now, what I don't want to happen... Okay,
I love Nick. I don't get this. Well, actually, whatever. So he says, "Oh, I predict he's gonna go back to Mary Sunshine in 3 weeks. I predict this." But DSP literally said Sunday that he would go back to it in 3 weeks. Oh my god!
Because I start playing and everyone's all excited about it. Okay,
I don't know. I've been kind of mean to Nick.
I don't play it for an extended period of time, and then I go back to it. Everyone's frustrated. It would have to be under the premise people understand that if I start it up this coming week, that I don't basically continue it for a while. All right. So I'm just throwing that out there. FYI, I know a lot of people want it. Okay. I know a lot of people want it, but I'm worried that it's going to wait. That wait will make people even angrier because you get a taste and now you got to fucking wait again. Right. Imagine if you go to a restaurant and they walk out with the most amazing appetizer, but they only give you...
I love that he's saying, oh, there's gonna be this huge hype for Mario Sunshine. Then just keep playing it. If you'll show up to the streams and participate, then why stop? Because he already doesn't make shit on YouTube anyway. He doesn't make any money. And I do remember him actually saying in a pre-stream or wherever, well, maybe I should play Mario Sunshine in January because revenue is already down. So, it really doesn't matter because it's not like I have to play games to make as much money during that month. So maybe I should play Mario Sunshine during that time. And he already paid off the fucking taxes. So there's really no reason for him not to play Sunshine. Now there's no reason because before he had this whole thing of not knowing if he'll have enough to pay the taxes. But now he has enough. He has enough. Okay.
2 bites of it. Well, sir, sorry, we're out. You're going to have to wait till your next visit. And, in 3 weeks, we'll have it back in stock. Right? What? I want more.
Wait. That comparison doesn't even make sense. Because if you order something and it's really good and they tell you it's sold out, that's oh, okay. You'd come back. What?
Right now. What the fuck?
He thinks that people are fucking babies about it. Oh, we're sold out. Oh my god, it's sold out? Can't mad. Flips tables over. Come on. But the thing is that it's not like he's running out of stock of Super Mario Sunshine. It's right there. He can just play it. What his example should be was that you go to a restaurant, you order a dish or something, and they give you a crumb, and you're oh, this crumb's very delicious. Okay, sir, well, if you want the rest of it, you gotta come back 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks later to get the rest of it. And it's what? Yeah, it's right there. It's in the back room. It's already finished. You already cooked and all that, but you just have to come back to eat the rest of it. That would make more sense than what he just said. What he just said was terrible, because the guy got what he ordered, and then he wanted more, which, when you order, you get one of the thing you order, and they tell you, well, we're out, you have to come back later, and then you'd say as a normal human, oh, okay, and then you leave, and then you come back.
I get it, okay? I get it.
Okay,
so I don't know if that's what I should do. Now, on the flip side of all this, the other thing that people have been clamoring for me to play, which I don't fucking understand.
Wait, what?
Of all this, the other thing that people have been clamoring for me to play, which I don't fucking understand, is Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. I don't know why people want me to play this. I have not played Street Fighter V, ladies and gentlemen.
Because it's so much. Because it's fun to watch you play it. It's one of my favorite things he streamed. And he refuses to go back to it. Come on.
Late summer of 2016. August of 2016. Whenever Urian was released was the last time I played the game. You're talking, I have not played the game for a year and a half. Do you know how much the game has changed? Do you understand how different this game is? Alright?
Yeah.
Imagine if I played it. I probably wouldn't win a single match.
Who cares?
I probably wouldn't even understand what game mechanics they've changed. And quite frankly, I know I'm not going to like the game. I know the game sucks. Alright? I know there's no point in playing it.
the game doesn't suck. I'm sorry. A lot of people like to shit on Street Fighter V. It's not. I mean, sure, it's not like the best fighting game out there, but it's fun for what it is. Like, it's a fun game. And he's like, "Oh, it sucks. I don't want to try." But like, you could just play it casually and just not care about wins. Like, that's honestly like how I started to look into Street Fighter V, because I kept losing a lot of matches in ranked, and it was driving me fucking crazy. And I was like, well, you know what? I should just kind of go in and have fun. I mean, I still get salty, sure. I mean, it's not like I'm playing the game and not getting mad, but like that's kind of the fun as well. It's fun. It's fun to play it. It's a fun game to play.
And here's the thing.
And it's fun to stream.
I don't think it makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually enjoy every time I play Street Fighter V on Twitch. I always enjoy playing that game. I enjoy playing the game on stream because it's either, you know, making jokes either about the opponent or, you know, when I lose, whatever. Like I still laugh every time, even when I'm playing offline. And I see a Ken player, I'm just like, this fucking character. They need to remove Ken from Street Fighter.
Hence, for me to play Street Fighter V, because guess what? This Friday is another fighting game. Next Tuesday is another fighting game. I'm playing 2 other games that are fighting games in the next week.
But you
so
play
you watching
PUBG
3
every
fucking
day.
fighting games in a week? I don't think so.
But you play PUBG every fucking day. He's complaining about playing more fighting games, 3 fighting games, but he's been playing 1 game every day. Get the fuck out of here. He's playing PlayerUnknown's tonight. He's doing it not tomorrow, but Thursday night. And then he'd probably do it Friday. Then he'd probably do it Saturday. Then he'd probably do it Monday next week. And then Thursday. And so on, and so on, and so on. He's been playing that game way too much. I'm kind of praying. I'm praying to God. I'm praying to the Bun Lord outside. I'm praying to Cleo right now, saying that hopefully he switches it between PUBG and fucking Dragon Ball FighterZ. If he at least does that, I'd be happy. I'd be happy. But I doubt it, because he's a fucking pussy when it comes to fighting games. If he plays a fighting game and he gets really salty, he'll drop that game immediately or whatever. Like, it's just fucking annoying. And you know what's funny? Now that I think about it, remember that he was gonna do Shooter Saturday or whatever and switch between like Star Wars and Call of Duty? Remember that? I actually remember that. I literally remember he said he was gonna go back to those games and he never did. Wow. Amazing. I almost forgot about that. He was supposed to do that and he never did it. Wow.
So, I really
GG.
don't know what I should be doing in this next week, alright? I'm really confused. My mind is rattled. Honestly, I am leaning very strongly towards skipping the Impatient and doing something else for those 2 streams. This would be Tuesday's main stream and Wednesday's main gameplay stream. But the question is, what is it that I should do in its place? Okay?
What should I do, Chad? Tell me.
What should I do? I don't know.
I don't know.
So, should I do a poll on Twitter for a couple days? Starting tonight, put a poll on Twitter and say, please post up, what do you want to see starting Tuesday? Do you want to see The Impatient? Do you want to see Super Mario Sunshine? Or do you want to see Street Fighter? I don't know. Because then you might get trolls, too. You might get trolls who try to skew the fucking votes and be like, Street Fighter 5, yeah, bitch.
Here we go. Well, actually, no. He already rigged it by not doing the poll anyway. But the thing is that I fucking hate about this fucking bullshit is that every poll he does this, and I follow detractors on Twitter. No one ever says, guys, you need to go to the fucking DSP poll and fucking rig it, because he blocks everyone. So this whole thing with they rigged the poll is bullshit. And who fucking cares? Because those people that vote for Street Fighter V are gonna show up to the fucking stream anyway. Okay, of course, he can't play it, of course.
Bitch, and then, just because they want to see me not like the game. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know
Those are views!
what to do.
He could literally use the momentum that he'd get from the detractors watching his fucking stream and just get new fans that way. Remember that he used to say, well, I had a lot of fans that went from being a detractor to being a fan, and he can literally use Street Fighter V to do that. But no, he can't do it because he's a fucking pussy. Okay.
I would like some discussion. It looks like Nick says he's going to start a forum thread about it.
Oh, fucking
I would
Nick.
appreciate that.
Fuck you, Nick. Fucking
I would
cuck.
definitely appreciate that. I don't know what to do. I really don't. See, and here's the other thing too, folks. Some people are like, well, if you play Mario Sunshine, realize once again you're not going to make any money on the YouTube videos. Oh, you're absolutely correct. Nintendo will claim every video. I'll make no money on the playthrough. But you guys have been so great and so positive and so supportive this month on Twitch. If those 2 sessions, people just come out and support that way, it doesn't matter. Being just very honest with you guys, YouTube is terrible right now. YouTube is in the dumps. YouTube is making me almost nothing every day. Even though, and by the way, I should, again, it updated again. I have way more views this month than I did in December. Way more.
YouTube
People
whining.
this month came out to watch my stuff way more than they did last month. Last month, December, was almost a dead month. But I'm making like nothing on YouTube at all because all their ads have crapped out and they can't get advertisers anymore. So it's really Twitch that's keeping me afloat right now. Okay?
Then he could play Mario Sunshine every day.
So
That's what you're saying?
it doesn't really matter at all. If I make YouTube revenue on the Mario game videos or not, it really doesn't. Because I'm already making almost...
Then why play for 2 days? Why not continue to play it then, dummy? And then, you know, in today's pre-stream, we can't even talk about Persona 5. I know, crazy he's talking about that game again. And he's like, well, I can't play it because of fucking YouTube. But you just said on Sunday you don't need YouTube revenue. Get the...
It's nothing.
Come on.
As long as you guys come out and support me on Twitch during the streams, it doesn't matter.
And like
Okay.
the thing is that a lot of cheer words started in Persona 5. He's like, he made bank on Persona 5 and he's still refusing to play it.
So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do.
I don't know, dude.
I need your opinion. I need your feedback. That's why I'm pitching this to you on pre-stream today, okay?
It doesn't
So
matter.
let me know. Impatient,
Or
yes,
whatever.
no. Mario Sunshine, yes, no. Or Street Fighter 5, yes, no for Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh,
of
it's
this
not gonna be
week.
Street Fighter
I
5,
want
he's
your
gonna rig
honest
it.
feedback, okay?
Honest feedback, okay.
Sounds good? Okay, very good. Let's get your feedback. Let's see what everyone has to say. Very good. I'm very looking forward to it. So let me know. Maybe I'll do a poll. I don't know. I'm going to talk about this in the weekend preview tonight as well. And I'm sure I'm going to get YouTube comments on it. I'm sure people will contact me via Twitter. Tweet me at TheyCallMeDSP. Email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Or go to the kingof8.com forums. Nick is going to put a thread up about it. Post up your thoughts there. Let me absorb as much information as I can tonight and tomorrow to make
You
my
need to
decision
absorb
for Tuesday,
information.
okay?
I need to absorb
Trump
it.
Snook Button did a 25-bit cheer. He says, I vote for the Impatient 2. It's my favorite kind of game to watch you play. It just sucks that it's VR. I agree. Seriously, I love survival horror games, guys. I do. I think that it's some of my most fun and unique content because, as you guys know, typically, I don't get scared. I don't get the heebie-jeebies from these games, but sometimes the jump scares get me, and it's pretty funny when a jump scare gets you. I laugh at jump scares. I think they're funny. And a lot of people...
I'm not a pussy. I'm not playing the Impatient because they don't have Stream Chat, dude. Yeah, sure. I bet you what he does. He needs Stream Chat because he needs Stream Chat to make him not scared anymore.
Said to me over the years, I can't stand survival horror games, but I watch you play them because you make them accessible to people who maybe do get scared at them. Because you don't get scared, so it makes them entertaining to us.
Okay.
I get that.
Okay, sure. Oh, yeah. I watch this. Get out of here. No.
But
Okay.
I hate the fact it's a fucking PSVR game. It's killing me. Like, I think, why? They already made a game, Until Dawn, that was a major success, and it was not a VR. Now we're going to make a VR.
And
Why?
that game came out when there was no PSVR. You know, and the thing is, that company made 2 PSVR games. They made the Until Dawn shooter on Rails VR game, whatever that was called. I think it was like Bloody Palace or something, whatever. And they made this. So,
you know what it was? I guarantee you, Sony, just like Sony did with fucking Heavy Rain. Do you remember what they did with Heavy Rain? I'll remind all of you, because a lot of you probably don't remember. Heavy Rain was an amazingly successful game. It was a game where it's interactive, your choices die or live, it changes the plot, okay? Then they were going to do DLCs. They had one DLC called The Taxidermist. That was incredibly good. It was one of the best things I did in gaming in 2010, was
Best things
chainsaw
in
guys'
gaming.
fucking balls off. It was great, okay? And then Sony went to them and said, well, you know, since your games are console exclusive for us, we want you to drop everything you're doing and make Heavy Rain accessible with the PS Move, because we're really pushing this fucking PS Move motion control bullshit.
I agree. That was really shitty.
And we need some exclusive titles that work with it.
Because it
want you
ruined all of the lull-worthy stuff in Heavy Rain. I hate it. Because one of my favorite things in Heavy Rain that I loved about that game was the fucking voice acting. I loved it. And I was like really hyped to see more of it because like Nam and Jaden was the best fucking goofy-ass voice and Sony ruined it. God damn it.
To basically focus on this, and literally, David Cage and his dev team said to Sony, well, we'll do this, but understand this means we have to drop work on the DLCs. And we had all these DLCs, episodic DLCs planned, one for every major character. They would really have added to the game, but if this is what you want, we'll do it. And Sony said, yes, forget the DLCs, just do it. So they made Heavy Rain accessible with the PS Move. No one fucking bought the game to play with it. It was a waste of fucking everyone's time. And the PS Move ultimately was an utter failure. It died within a year to a year and a half, and no one ever talked about it again. All right?
Until the PSVR.
Ridiculous. It's just so stupid. So here we are again. Years later, Supermassive Games, making games exclusively for the PlayStation 4. They make a really successful survival horror game called Until Dawn that very much is like Heavy Rain. Your choices affect the plot line. People could
Like
live or
every
die
other
and change the
Telltale
outcome of the
game.
game. Sony jumps on this, oh man, we got this new peripheral, the PSVR. We need games for it. We need people to buy another piece of shit peripheral they don't fucking need because we want to make money.
I love that he complains about how PSVR has no games and this and that, and Sony is like, okay, we should make games for it. And DC's like, oh, Sony, they're a piece of shit. They want to make games for the PlayStation VR. That's so fucking stupid. But he complained about how the VR has no games. And then Sony makes games for the VR, and then complains that Sony's making games for the VR. Amazing.
Money. And they go to Supermassive and they say, so we heard you're making this survival horror game tied into Until Dawn. Well, make it a VR game. And I'm sure Supermassive Games probably went to them and said, well, okay, if that's really what you want, but you know, and they're like, no, do it. Okay, well, guess what?
Well, if that's what you want, Sony, I guess, like, come on. Obviously, they wanted to make a VR game. It's so dumb. What is this complaint?
How many people realistically now are going to play The Impatient versus how many people would have if it wasn't a PSVR game? Because let's face it, folks, not a ridiculous amount of people bought a PSVR. Every time I go to the store, the shelves are stocked to the brims with PSVRs because there was an initial demand in 2016, and then after the initial demand fizzled out, no one cared about it. Just like I said would happen.
That's like if I go to Best Buy and I see like, you know, Switches around, I'm like, oh, no one cares about the Switch. I see boxes about that all over the place. Oh, PlayStation 4 Pro are still in the stores. No one must care for it. Okay, yeah, I'm sure that's how it works.
VR is a gimmick. It's not something that's been utilized in mainstream gaming. It's not mainstream at all, even though everyone wants to pretend, oh, it's so good, it's the wave of the future. Most games are not implementing it.
That whole like narrative of like, oh, it's the wave of the future, that kind of stuff died out pretty quickly because, you know, people realize it's just a peripheral, and that's what it is. Like, it's there for people who want to experience games in VR. That's really all it is. It's not like revolutionary. It's like, oh, do you want to experience games in VR? Here's VR. You know, it's like 4K TVs in a way. In the sense that if you have a 1080p TV and you're happy with that, you're not going to go rush out and buy a 4K TV. But if people want, you know, 4K resolutions and all that, they have the option to get that. And they have the option to get consoles that support it. That's why these things exist. It's for people to choose if they want it. The PlayStation VR is just there for people who want VR. It's not there to replace something. The VR is not going to replace the controller. It's not going to replace anything. It's just there for people who want it.
AAA titles are not implementing it. Resident Evil 7 tried it a year ago, and that was really the last major AAA title that anyone cared about that had it. It's a waste of everyone's fucking time.
Yeah, because no one cared about Star Wars Battlefront 2 having it, right?
And it's lame. I want to play The Impatient. I don't want to have a giant sweaty fucking headset on my head that hinders my interactive experience with you guys on stream and makes me miserable.
Twitch whore.
Oh yeah, and plus I might get motion sickness. What a great thing. Fuck it. Seriously,
You can get motion sickness even in normal games. Like Kojima said when he was making Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, he said that the reason why his games did not have 3D camera, a third-person camera, was because he would get motion sickness from it. So he had another person test it out, whatever. But like, he played the PlayStation VR before. He never got motion sickness. And now he's saying, oh, I'll get motion sickness. Like, what? Oh, yeah, okay.
Angry that these companies, in all these years, 10 years I've been covering it, they do the same fucking mistakes over and over and over and over. It's the same vicious cycle. And I'm tired of this shit.
I'm tired of companies making games for their product that I said needs games, but then I get angry when they make games for it. What pieces of shit? All this is that it's kind of a dumb way. It's dumb sour grapes. Because it's dumb sour grapes because he has the PlayStation VR, but he's finding reasons to not use it, basically. Because usually the way the sour grapes works is if you don't have something and you can't get it, you try to convince yourself you don't need it. So, like, let's say there's a $1 million bike, and it's like the best bike ever, and this and that, and you're just like looking at it, it's like, you know what? It's this much money. It's probably gonna be like replaced in a year. It's probably a terrible bike, and trying to make these justifications why you wouldn't buy that bike. I mean, of course, the price is ridiculous, but for the sake of this analogy, I guess. But like, if you can't get something, you're gonna try to make justifications why you don't want it, basically. So with Phil, since he already has the PlayStation VR, it's not like he's trying to make reasons why he can't, whatever. He's just trying to find reasons why he can't play games now.
Can make good games and stop it with your bullshit gimmicks and peripherals. We don't need them. Okay, well that was a good venting. Gazora just did a 25-bit cheer. He says, what if you publish your Super Mario Sunshine run on Twitch with their new video feature thing? Well, what Gazora is suggesting is just keep the Super Mario Sunshine playthrough on Twitch, okay? As much as I'd like to do that, sadly I can't. And here's why, folks. This is the God's honest truth.
God's honest truth.
I know that I have, for 10 years, had an internet following on YouTube. There are many people who don't or cannot watch the live.
I guarantee all of the people who watch on YouTube are Twitch viewers. I guarantee they are, and they're gonna pretend that they aren't. And I guarantee if you were to do this, let's say, he's gonna get cheers. Oh, you know what? I used to watch all your playthroughs on YouTube, and now I can't because you put it on Twitch. Feels bad, man. And it's like, then why are you on Twitch giving cheers? I guarantee that's what would happen. Fucking cuck-ass viewers.
Streams, and or there are people who, for whatever reason, can't watch videos on Twitch. They've tried, and their internet bandwidth can't handle it. YouTube, being a much bigger company, having a lot more financial means, and having various video qualities that you can watch, okay, is a lot easier
Twitch
for
has
people who
that
don't
too,
have
though,
great internet. They can
whatever.
watch the games at their own leisure, and they don't have to worry about, oh no, the video quality is choppy or shit, okay? There's a large group of people, I'd probably say maybe 10% of my audience, who cannot watch Twitch.
It's not really big. Like,
okay.
That's kind of like a percentage of people that you don't really need to care about because they're not going to give you a lot of money. It's 10%. I don't know.
And basically, if I just put the Super Mario Sunshine playthrough exclusively on Twitch only, okay, sadly, what would happen is, on YouTube, people would be like, well, what the fuck? We wanted to see this playthrough, we've been waiting for it for months, and now we can't watch it because we can't watch Twitch videos. That wouldn't be fair to them, okay?
Wouldn't be fair.
The other thing is, I'm not allowed to put it on both sites. From what I'm to understand, there's a regulatory requirement when you sign a partnership contract with both sites that you cannot have monetized videos on both sites that are identical, okay? It violates the partnership contract.
Then make one not monetized? Or just keep it on Twitch.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to make any money on the videos on YouTube anyway. Nintendo is going to take the ad revenue.
So then
all right?
monetize the videos.
But on Twitch, they now implement this new thing, any archived videos you have now that you upload starting, I think it started a couple months ago, now will automatically have ads running on them by default, okay? So if you try to watch any of my archive videos on Twitch, usually an ad will play first, and I'll make a little bit of revenue on that, which is nice.
Which is...
So, technically...
I like that. It's like, I make a little bit of revenue, which is nice. But ads on Twitch, he gets, like, nothing for. But that's nice. But making nothing on YouTube, YouTube's a piece of shit. They're ruining my life, dude. Okay.
If I archive the videos here,
okay,
and then I upload them to YouTube, I violated a contract, because now there's ads here, and there's potential for ads on YouTube, and I violated a contract. So I can't. I would have to pick it. Either I leave everything on Twitch, and then a group of my audience gets screwed, or I upload everything to YouTube, and I make no money on it at all. So...
So, he said that, so let's go to his channel. Huh, look! Zelda's here. Wow, a Zelda stream, guys. Will this play an ad? I wonder why he's able to keep this on the, archived, you know? God damn, I came in just in time for a break. But, like, see, look. Isn't this kind of weird? He said, oh, I can't keep the archive on Twitch, because it would be, muddy. It would be monetized, dude. I can't do that. He has this playthrough here, but has this also on YouTube. Gee, I wonder if he was lying. I don't know. You know what? I don't know, guys. This is confusing. I might have to, like, you know, dig deeper, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't get how he was able to do that. I mean, I guess he cheated.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I know some people right now will say, but Phil, there are many popular streamers who have their videos both on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, so I don't know what you're talking about. Guess what? They're all in violation of their partnership contracts. Now, maybe they never got called out for it.
That's what... He was never called out for Zelda. Oh, okay, guys. We got him. He can lose his cursed partnership now, guys. He has Zelda Breath of the Wild on his Twitch channel, and he also has it on his YouTube channel. We got him. We got him, guys. Do your thing, I guess. I mean, you heard him, what he just said, guys. You heard what he just said about having two playthroughs. I guess this isn't monetized, but, you know, how can he keep this on Twitch then? I don't know, man.
Maybe no one is enforcing the contract, but the bottom line is I'm aware of what's in my contract, and I'm not going to willingly violate it.
But he has Breath of the Wild as an archive. I don't get it. So now we're at the weekend preview. I might honestly skip around because I think this video is too long for what this fucking shit is. Let's see what he says at the beginning.
Well, what's going on, everyone? Phil here. Welcome to the weekend preview. Today is Sunday, January 21st, 2018. We've got a lot to talk about in this weekend preview, folks. Namely, this week's schedule is going to be, number one, a big variety of stuff, and number two, shifted around a little bit from originally what I thought it was going to be, simply because I've decided against doing regards to streaming and the way things have been going around here. I've got a big positive update away for a few days. So let's get started. Because first off, I just want to say thank you to everyone. We are now on the 21st of January. Today's officially 3 weeks into the new year of 2018. Things have been going really well for me. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
really well.
On streams, things have been great. Attendance has been overall up. People have been engaged, chatting, loving the streams. In particular, you know, no matter what I'm playing now, people seem to be showing up, which is awesome.
It doesn't matter what I'm playing, but he won't play the Impatient. Okay.
Cheering, subbing, tipping up, way up this year so far. For the first 3 weeks of, you know, January have been absolutely superb. I cannot complain. Okay. And in addition to all that, if you're not aware, we are at a record number of subscriptions on my Twitch channel. I had a goal set this month for 450 subs. to do an Indies marathon. We hit that within the first week of January. So then I had a tier 2 goal for 500 subs, and I would redo a DSP tries it in the shower video that I did in 2010 that went viral and people really thought was hilarious. We hit that this week. Holy crap, like
Holy
seriously,
shit.
I had no idea.
I begged for subs and I got them. Amazing.
Yeah, guys, seriously, I mean this. I'm so used to negativity. I'm so used to people on YouTube and on the internet being nasty to me all the time, even though I don't know them, and they all just, you know, pick on me and do stupid shit. I'm not used to the positivity that I've been getting recently, quite honestly.
Bullshit,
it's overwhelming in a lot of ways.
The only reason
I kind of feel
the only reason why he's getting positivity is because he's been fucking begging for money for like months. Because he's like, well, I got some bad news. I feel like I'm one of these characters in a religious, biblical story. I'm just really troubled, and depression is serious, man. So I don't know. I'm not asking for financial money from you guys, but I could really use money. Let's say, okay. But I'm not asking for money, dummies. Okay, but I need money.
like an up-and-comer again, like I did way back when in, say, 2010, when I was just doing YouTube for a hobby, and I had like a kind of a moderate amount of success, but I never done it for a job. And then all of a sudden, when I lost my office job and I decided to do, video game videos for a living, all of a sudden I started getting this crazy popularity. I almost feel that positivity coming back again with my Twitch channel, okay? Pretty amazing how awesome it's been. As of right now,
all his viewers are fucking cucks. All of them. Like, again, I keep bringing up my friend's experience with his chat, but he went to one of his streams and he was telling me how he doesn't, like, he was just like, he felt so uncomfortable in that chat because everyone in his chat was like sucking his dick. And that's what it is. Everyone in his fucking chat are like, Phil, you're the best. I love you, Phil. Phil, you're amazing. Oh, Phil, you bodied him, Phil. Oh, Phil, you're so good. I'm not worthy, Phil. Be my daddy, Phil. Daddy side Phil, come take care of me. Like, fucking cucks.
Tier 3 goal set up for 550 subs for the month of January. The highest we've hit was 526. We were only 24 subs away from hitting the goal, but overnight I've noticed some subs have gone down.
And I've said this as well about his stream on Saturday when he did VR chat and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And I think I'm not gonna call this a theory because it's not that abstract. It's not that abstract of a theory or a ludicrous theory, but I think that he did a secret fundraising stream that day, guys. Now I know that might sound crazy, but he had a fucking counter up for VR chat and all that other stuff because these weren't intrusive games. Sure, why not? Whatever. But it just felt like he did that just so he could game money and game subscriptions and all this other stuff. Like, he wanted to do that intentionally to kind of push people to sub and cheer and tip and all that. And that's how it felt to me. So I think he did a secret hidden fundraising day begathon that he just didn't want to tell anyone. It was a secret begathon for him. That's what I think.
Quite frankly, do I realistically think we're gonna hit 550 subs on the channel this month? I don't. Reason being,
oh god, be a realist, dude.
We just had some big events at the end of December, which was about a month ago. We had a Christmas marathon. We had a Christmas Day special podcast. There was a fundraiser at the end of the month, and during those events, tons of people came in and subscribed, which obviously is great. But what's going to happen now is 30 days later, are they going to immediately rush back to resubscribe? I don't know. So we're going to see big dips in the amount of subs that I have on the Twitch channel coming up soon. So unless we hit, 550 subs the next day or two, I realistically...
Like, the thing is that it's one thing to be like, to have goals for your subs, that's fine. But, like, he makes it sound as if it's, like, life or death about it. Like, guys, I don't know if we're going to hit the goal, guys. Usually people are like, well, I have a goal for 550 subs, and if I hit 550, I'll do this. And then that's it. That's all they say about it. Because that's all you need to say. It's not like, I don't know if we're gonna hit it, guys. I don't know. We gotta rally, guys. It's ridiculous. Like, he says this because he wants to, like, kind of push his fans and condition them to making them care that much about goals, so that they have to hit the goals. Like that's kind of what it is. It's kind of tricking them into giving them money, which is kind of why it makes sense that he worked at Wells Fargo and doing all that shady shit he claims was shitty. But he probably didn't care because that's probably where he got all his scammy tactics from.
We don't see us hitting 550 subs this month, but hey, I didn't even expect we were going to hit 500, and we did. So thank you to everyone who's been incredibly supportive on the streams. Can't complain whatsoever.
Can't complain.
Thank you very much.
Take a sip, chew the water.
YouTube is a completely different story. Not because of viewership. Viewership's actually been up this month, but
up.
YouTube is terrible this month. No one's making any money. I'm actually making less than half of what I used to make on YouTube this month.
I'm losing my mind. Shit on my main channel, dude.
We lost more advertisers. I don't know if it's because it's just January and there's no ads to go around. I have no idea. But that being said, the good news is I'm doing so well on Twitch, it's making up for the crappy month on YouTube. So if YouTube even turns around this year, it'll just be like icing on the cake for me. So
it's icing on the cake. Oh my god, this guy, like, he can say all these things that are clearly contradicting how he describes YouTube on pre-stream, and his fans won't fucking think about it. Like, he can literally tell them that I make a penny on YouTube, I don't care about YouTube revenue, and then say, I care about YouTube revenue, and his fans will believe that he cares about YouTube revenue when he just said that he doesn't care. He said YouTube revenue is icing on the cake. So he can literally play Mario Sunshine then. This whole thing with Nintendo ad revenue nonsense is fucking nonsense. Oh my god. I just can't believe how blatant he is with this and how his fans can't comprehend it.
Let's just keep going strong with the positivity. Let's keep moving, everyone. And thank you to anyone who's been attending the streams and participating. Cheers, subs, tips, Patreon, you know, Teespring, all these things. Okay, awesome.
Patreon.
In mind, while I'm mentioning that, Teespring right now, folks, I've got a new shirt. I don't have the piece of promotional art available. Shit. I should have had it set up. Hold on a second. There it is. Wow. Well, that worked out conveniently. Here it is. The new shirt designed by...
conveniently. All that shit is on his OBS settings. He already had that. He already had that. But he has to show this because he probably thinks that that design's so shitty that he has to show how shitty it is. Like, how shitty it is. Who would want this?
My fan Insomniatic Meat is available to new design over on the site. Go check it out.
Okay? Yeah, I wonder...
pretty good stuff on the Teespring shop right now. And anything you buy from there, I get a pretty sizable commission. So thanks for that. All right. On to the schedule. And then we'll talk a little bit about this personal update I have as well, because I have good news for everybody. Schedule this week, shifting around a little bit. Why? Because I've decided to get caught up on a few things. I've decided to not do a few things that originally I thought I was going to be doing. So let's talk turkey about this week. Today, I finished up my Demon Souls final run playthrough. I beat it legitimately without grinding. I didn't grind.
Yeah, you only had 99 health items. That's not grinding, guys. No. We're going to skip around a little bit.
At least 6 to 8 hours long. Every half an hour, I have to take a break. That's going to take forever for that playthrough. You know what I mean? What if I start feeling motion sick, right?
You never felt motion sick when you played VR before. Get out of here. Fucking liar.
All of that. What you now have to factor in, folks, is that now I am more of a streamer than a YouTuber. It's just that simple. I am more of a live streamer on Twitch than a YouTuber. I spend more time on Twitch than on YouTube. My focus is on the live streams and not YouTube. I make more money off of Twitch than YouTube. I am a live streamer. I am not really a YouTuber anymore. YouTube is...
Then why do you care about fucking Nintendo claiming your revenue? Why? Why couldn't you just throw in Zelda Breath of the Wild footage in your Game of the Year countdown? If YouTube means nothing, if you make nothing on YouTube, why do you care? Oh my god. It just...
more of like the place where I vlog, or I archive my gameplay from the streams, but it's not my focus, alright? So that being said, I'm already playing Batman this week. I'm already a base game. It's very hard to say if people are cheering, subbing, and tipping, or talking in the stream, constantly be interrupting to kill the narrative and really lending themselves. Now I'm going to play a psvr, and I can't, again, because it probably would leave, because they realized I can't really be interactive with them like I normally am on my impatient this week, okay? And I apologize to those who were looking. Until Dawn was a great survival. You were going to play that at least 2, if not 3 streams, so what's the deal for this week? Well, here we go. Allow me to explain.
Here we go.
Instead, I've decided to start up a playthrough that has been promised to people for months, you know,
Yeah, you
patrons in
won't
particular.
do
A playthrough that people
Napoli said you
franchise
would
during the
do.
fall. I'm not doing a third back-to-back. That would literally be suicide. Other games from this franchise during the fall. I'm not doing a third back-to-back. That would literally be suicide. Start up the playthrough, and I finally have the equipment to make the Mario Sunshine playthrough. All right? Patron's choice pick from the fall. And I told the patrons, sorry, I couldn't do it in the fall because I was already playing Super Mario Odyssey and Mario plus Rabbids. However, I promised them I would play it in 2018. It's starting this week, okay? Finally, I got all the equipment. I got a good HDMI adapter, a memory card. I got my old-ass Super Model 1 Wii brushed off and ready to go. It's got the freaking controller ports for the GameCube and the memory card and everything ready. I plugged it all in. It worked fine. It works great with my capture setup. Everything's good to go for this playthrough. We're full speed ahead. The other good news is, since now everything works, if any people ever want me to play other GameCube games, all I need to do is get the disc. I'm good to go.
I literally also remember him when he was complaining about Mario Sunshine. Let's see if Mr. Hood stuff has that. He might have it. If I can't find it quickly, I'm just gonna say it. But it's gonna be long enough as it is. The content. Resets redemption. I think it's in here. I'm not gonna watch it actually because it's like 24 minutes. You don't need. I could just tell you what he said, but he literally said that he will. It's at least it sounded like he was blackballing GameCube games or whatever. He's like, well, this is the last time I'm doing this for the patrons. This is bullshit. I had to buy this, buy that. I'm not doing this anymore, and this and that. But whatever.
It's ready to go with my capture setup. All I need to do is buy a GameCube game. So I don't know what great GameCube games there are, or you know, if there were any great ones from over the years. I actually heard there might have been some good survival horror games on GameCube that I completely missed out on because they were never really ported to anything else.
Well, Resident Evil Remake was on it, but
so
like,
this is now opening up a whole new world of content for me. A console that previously I could not play games on, I now have access to. All right, so
wow.
Starting on Tuesday, my main gameplay stream will be Super Mario Sunshine. Tuesday night will be Batman: The Telltale Series Episode 4. So within 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, I'll be completely caught up on Batman and waiting for whenever the finale releases, okay? Wednesday, my main gameplay stream again will be Super Mario Sunshine. I will not be doing a second stream Wednesday night because that is the night when I run my errands, okay? I go grocery shopping and all that. That's going to be Wednesday night, so no second stream. Okay. Thursday, I'm actually doing a Hate Live podcast for the first time in 2 months. The last one was back in Thanksgiving, and then uploaded right here. What I want to do, I want to go through my gaming releasing in the next 3 to 4 months in the first to second quarters.
You know what's funny? He was going to do his gaming calendar in the Hate Live podcast, and I remember, so throughout the first week of like January and so on, he kept saying, "Oh, I'm delaying I keep forgetting to do the gaming update calendar, dude." He was planning on doing it on the podcast. He keeps doing that shit. Like, he keeps pretending that he forgot to do it, but he was just planning on doing the Heat Live podcast. It's weird. I don't know why he has to lie about that. But he does.
Okay. Of 2018. All right.
That's it just
number
aligns
two.
Too perfectly.
I want to give everyone a cumulative update. You know, my taxes were a big issue that I talked about a lot last year. You haven't heard much about them recently. I want to give everyone a big update on what's going on with that.
You paid him off.
In the know about how
you already know. You said you paid him off. You had more than enough for him. Okay, everyone, just keep that clip in mind. I think it was in my last video before this one. He literally said that he had more than enough for the tax situation. So remember that, guys. Remember that, because I'm sure he might rewrite that history, but he literally said that.
Been doing and all that, so that behind the scenes, oh, is Phil doing well? Is Phil, Phil said he was at risk, maybe his house have to move. What's going on?
He lost the house,
big
dude.
Cumulative update on all of that.
How are people still wondering if he has the house at this point? He said he's gonna move in his girlfriend multiple times. We already know he kept the house. And I knew he was going to keep that house. There was no way he was going to sell that house.
And by the way, most of it's good news, so that's a good thing, right? This Tuesday on the podcast, maybe I'll discuss some gaming news like the Nintendo Labo, for a wide variety of television. So it'll be a good mainstream. And Thursday mainstream Heat Live podcast. There you go. And Thursday night this week, there PlayerUnknown's Battleground. It out. Friday. The premiere of Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's the full-on release, not just the beta that I played this last week. The full release, the full cast are going to be characters in the game that have never even been seen before. I think Goku Black, Tien, Yamcha are just a few. I think there's like
Yamcha. Remember that character, Yamcha?
4, 5, 6 characters that are in the game that have not been playable up to this point.
Yamcha.
So that's going to be cool. All right, to have the full... The way I'm planning to play it is going to be how I usually do with these games. I'll probably do the story mode first. It does have a story/arcade narrative mode with a story in it. Probably do that first. Then maybe take some characters, bring them into training mode, try them out. Because finally there'll be a training mode. Unlike in the beta, there was none, so you couldn't really figure out how to use the characters or anything. So I'll try training mode. If there's trials modes with these characters to learn basic bread and butter combos and strategies, I'll be doing that. I want to see what other offline content there is. But yes, of course, this weekend, multiplayer, I'll be playing the game pretty much crazy nonstop this weekend. All day Friday, whole day will be Dragon Ball FighterZ. Saturday, my main stream will be Dragon Ball FighterZ. Saturday night will be PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. All right. Sunday, Dragon Ball FighterZ on my.
I'm fucking tired of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's like a fucking torture. The only positive thing I could ever think about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is that he says a lot of dumb shit because he's drunk during those streams. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you tell me, Theo, he's not drunk. He is. He is. I don't care. He's always drunk during those fucking streams. That's why he sounds like like that, because he's fucking drunk. But I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. He has another multiplayer game. He should just be playing that. Fuck PlayerUnknown's Battleground. I want a vacation from it. Give us a month without it, please. I hate that game. I hate it.
Stream. Keep in mind, on Sundays I only do one stream, so Sunday night, there'll be the weekly preview just like it's this, and then that next week as well, that Monday probably will be Dragon Ball FighterZ mixed in either with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or whatever. So I'm gonna have Dragon Ball FighterZ Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, boom, 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 tons of content. If you've been waiting for the full release of this game, you're gonna get what you've been waiting for. All right. Now the week after that, we got other stuff too. I don't really want to jump the gun, but a preview of some of the games coming up.
It's also annoying that he really fucking acts as if he doesn't want to play it. Like, he's like, Monday, it could be something, or PlayerUnknown's Battleground, I don't know. It's gonna be PlayerUnknown's Battleground. He always plays that game. Like, at least be honest and say, yes, I'm gonna play that game, because I play that game all the time, because I'm a fucking Twitch whore.
Few weeks that I'm probably covering. Dissidia Final Fantasy, finally coming out for consoles. I played the beta, liked a few characters in it, and looking forward to the full game.
UFC. Oh, I was looking forward to the full game. I thought he said he hated the game, and he was, regretting buying it.
3, originally I was going to skip it, but now people have been giving me kind of this week vibes that they want to see me play it, so I may. I was going to skip it, but now a few characters in it, and looking forward to the full game. UFC 3, originally I was going to skip it, but now people have been giving me kind of this week vibes they want to see me play it, so I may. It's on the fence. Shadows of the Colossus, the remaster. Yeah, I definitely want to play that, because I loved the original game, even though it was difficult. I really liked it, and I'm looking forward to the remaster, which apparently has not only modernized graphics, but totally redone gameplay elements.
Dig sip, chew the water.
So that's going to be pretty damn sweet. Those for the next 2 weeks are going to be really fun with the new content, okay?
The new content.
Now, here's the thing that I want to make very clear. Super Mario Sunshine starts this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, right? You notice I didn't mention it again, hold up all the streams, okay? So just making that know all my time, and are going to basically hold up all the streams, okay? So just making that take up all my time, and are going to basically hold up this week. You're basically getting an 8-hour preview of it Tuesday and Wednesday, and then it's going to go on hiatus temporarily until we wrap up these majority of big new releases that are coming out in the next couple of weeks, until we get back to time where there's not a lot, and then I will go back and finish up the playthrough of Super Mario Sunshine. One thing that I'll say, keep in mind, when I play Super Mario Sunshine, the videos get claimed on YouTube because they're Nintendo videos.
But I thought YouTube was fucking icing on the cake. You don't need YouTube revenue. Oh man, I guess I must have misheard him in the same fucking video. Whoa, man.
No money on any Nintendo games that I play. So please, if you support the playthrough, if you like this game, you want to see me continue to play it, you want to be supportive and make sure that I can pay my bills when I'm playing a game I make no money on YouTube, please show up to the streams and cheer, sub, and tip if you can. It very much helps out, and it negates the negativity of Nintendo being jerks on YouTube, okay?
Yeah, fuck Nintendo. Even
last but not least, this is it for the weekend preview, the final thing. The good news that I have for you is that finally I've solidified my plans for my girlfriend to move in with me. That's right, it's happening. It's happening in the middle of February. The dates are as follows. She's going to be arriving on February 12th, and we're going to be taking the 12th, 13th, 14th, and more than likely even the 15th.
Why doesn't he just say the 12th
away
through the 15th?
From me live streaming.
Why does he have to say
what
each
that
day
means
individually?
is that there will be no live streams whatsoever for 4 days. However, more than likely,
and again,
a few days ahead.
Nick predicted this. You know what? Oh, I'm not gonna go back, but he predicted this, guys. No way did he watch a video and just repeat information. No, he predicted this.
So let's say the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 4 days beforehand, I may be doing even longer streams, extended streams, you know, basically trying to get extra gameplay footage saved up for you guys so that during the time period when I'm not live streaming, at least I have saved up stuff that I can upload to DSP Gaming so the YouTube channel is not dead and dry while
YouTube was
I'm spending
icing,
time with her
though.
and getting her all set up.
I
and
thought
used
you
to
were
living
more
here
a
with
Twitch
me in
streamer.
the house in Washington.
Wow. You changed that narrative
during that time period
very quickly.
We're going to be doing a few things. Number one, we'll be taking pictures and putting them up on social media. So if you actually want to see my girlfriend for the first time, you'll get it on social media, Twitter,
I'm not
Instagram.
going to show your
That's where you're
identity.
gonna get
I'm going to show her now
that,
because
okay?
she's
You're going
with
to be able to
me.
meet her for the first time. We're going to be doing things. For example, we're going to be doing things that are very necessary for her to live here. For example, getting her driver's license and stuff like that. You probably don't care about that. But we are going to be cleaning out the office across the hallway, tossing all the shit out there that we need to get rid of that we don't want.
But Phil, I thought you said you can't throw it all out at once because you live in a green state, and you said you can't put a lot of stuff in the trash can. Wow, that narrative also changed within a month. It was like he was lying, dude. Crazy.
She's going to be setting up the office to be her own. And so
why does she need an office? She doesn't stream. Okay.
Done, we'll probably be doing maybe some vlogging around the house. Yes, it is definitely possible that we will be doing some cooking. Maybe we'll even film an episode of us cooking together. Just saying, I don't know. We'll see how we'll play.
I'm gonna show off my girlfriend. You guys gonna see me? I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend, guys. I have a fucking girlfriend. This is my girlfriend, guys. My girlfriend. This is my girlfriend. Look, girlfriend. You know that she's my girlfriend? Do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know she's my girlfriend? Look, my girlfriend. I have a girlfriend, guys. I'm not alone. I have a girlfriend, okay? Her name is Athena. Hot name, right? Fucking dope. But actually, you know what? We have a cool nickname for each other. She calls me Master, and I call her my girlfriend. So there you go. That girlfriend.
By year, that'll be coming up. But yeah, you're gonna see some vlogging, some cool stuff happening as a result of my girlfriend moving in with me. You'll meet her, you'll get to know her name, and see.
Oh, we get to know her name.
And
we get to know her name. But remember, she wasn't gonna give us any information because she doesn't want her to be doxxed and all this other stuff. But he will give us her name. Okay.
See her once we have the office set up, see what her office looks like, and all of that.
I mean, it's too late now to back down, Phil.
Pretty neat, right?
Pretty neat.
And again, I gotta say something. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, the viewers, the stream watchers, and YouTube viewers, and those who came out and supported me. You know,
thank you for paying everything. Thank you for doing all this stuff. I didn't want to pay for it, and you guys did. Thank you. What a fucking cuck.
In the past month and a half, 2 months, you've really made this an amazingly positive time in my life. At a time when last year was literally the worst year of my life. It was. All right, with all the negative shit that happened and everything, and me not knowing if I was going to be able to keep doing this for a job, and I was being single again, and literally you've really made viewers. I get what this looks like and all of that. Pretty neat, right? And again, I gotta say something. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You, the viewers, you, the stream watchers, and YouTube viewers, and those who came out and supported me, you know, in the past month and a half, 2 months, you've really made this an amazingly positive time in my life. At a time when last year was literally the worst year of my life. It was. All right, with all the negative shit that happened and everything, and me not knowing if I was going to be able to keep doing this for a job, and I was being single again, and all this shit going on, and, you know, finally, I'm at a turnaround. I really do feel like I'm coming back where it all started, like full circle. If you guys aren't aware, this is the 10th anniversary of me making content for YouTube, and I kind of feel like back where I started, where I was a little up-and-coming guy. I didn't have a lot of, you know, no expertise, no real professionalism or training in what I was doing on YouTube. I was just putting out fun gameplay for you guys, and it was honest, and you guys liked the honest commentary.
What honest commentary? You fucking lied in this video like several times.
me
Okay.
as a personality, and I became the underdog of
You
YouTube.
like me as a personality? I became an underdog, and now I'm an underdog again. And now you like me for me. Not like that I'm begged for money or anything, saying that I could lose the house. Amazing.
That basically after 2-3 years became a mainstream gamer on YouTube because of my dedication, because I was honest, right? I didn't pull punches when I did commentary and or when I reviewed stuff and stuff like that, giving my opinions. And it wasn't until 2013, 14 when the real negativity started hitting. I feel like I'm back full circle to the beginning, because right now on Twitch things are going so good. The channel's growing. More people than ever are coming out to watch my streams, and it's growing exponentially at this point. Okay, I couldn't be happier. The reason my girlfriend is moving in February is because you guys helped me out in the past 2 months.
Yeah, because they paid for her. They paid for her to move in. I've said this on Twitter, and I might have said this in the last video, but I just really am starting to think that both him and this girlfriend came up with this bullshit, bogus tax story to get his fans to donate. Because, I mean, he could be telling the truth about the tax situation, sure. I'm not going to necessarily say that it's 100% false. I don't know, it's fishy, because I don't really believe that the state would look into a magazine subscription for that, Like, it just, that sounds really fucking weird, and a little bit too specific. I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those, like, half-truth, like, maybe he did have a tax situation going on, but then, like, he kind of oversold it so that he could get enough money from his fans to pay for the move. It could be that. I think it's more of that, where it's like the tax shit happened, and he probably knew how much he needed, but he can't say that. But then he was like, "Oh, I need my girlfriend to move in. I should overinflate the tax situation, so that way I get money for the tax situation, I get money for the slave, because he really wants that slave to move in. He needs someone to cook for him. He can't cook by himself. He can't. He needs someone to cook for him and take care of him, like a baby."
Months. You got me out of a really bad tax situation that was not my fault. It was
not my fault.
Responsibility of a guy who I was paying thousands of dollars to take care of this, and he didn't. He basically ripped me off.
Ripped me off.
And now, finally, I'm in a position where I'm able to afford the taxes that I owed, at least for now, the short term. I don't know what's going to happen.
He literally said he has enough, he could afford it. He could afford the taxes. He's done, so he could play more. I'm laughing at this freeze frame. Well, I'm gonna actually save this. This face is something.
Happen long term yet. I'm trying to wait and find out about that. And I'm going to talk about all this in detail on the podcast this week, so you'll all be in the know about what's going on with all this. But my girlfriend's able to move in with me because I got through this short-term road bump of, oh my God, am I going to have to sell my house to pay these stupid taxes due in January? And the answer is no. I got past it thanks to you and your support. So thank you very much. I mean, my life is becoming a better because of you, directly affected. So I hope you guys will come, if you can at all, come by a live stream. I know many of you who watch my videos here on YouTube.
He's begging for another Brightside Viking. Like, come check me out, man. I know Brightside Viking is gone, dude. And that was the other funny thing that I don't know if I talked about, but Brightside Viking got banned. Perma-banned. Like, gone forever on Twitch. He can't come back unless he makes another account, I guess. I guess he could. I don't know if he will, though. Because I was at another stream chat, and he was there, and he didn't sound like he was a fan of DSP anymore, so... Because the thing is that he kind of shat on Brightside Viking the day he can... Which, it's weird, though, because it wasn't like Viking said anything to, like, mean to Phil, but Phil kind of shat on him. Like, he kind of called him an idiot. Like, he was like, well, I told Viking not to go to the detractor forums, and he went there anyway. I can't control idiots. This and that. He said a lot of dumb shit, too. So, rip Vidar, I guess, from DSP's life. And he claimed today that he accidentally deleted the cheer leaderboards, which I think he did on purpose to wipe away any existence of Vidar from his stream channel. It's just a matter of time at this point to see if he's going to get rid of his forum account. Only a matter of time.
Vlogs, you don't go to the live streams. You just watch the videos on YouTube and that's it. Take a chance. Come to the live streams. I'm telling you, they're so much different
Than
how it used to be. Me just playing offline, isolated, like in an isolation chamber, just playing the game and just focusing on the game.
But like they could get that experience just by watching your videos on YouTube, because you literally record what you do on stream and then just upload that. They get the same experience.
Now it's so much. I'm interacting with people constantly. There's funny jokes. We're all having fun, back and forth. Cheers, subs, tips that I react to, and funny stuff that goes on because it's good, man.
It's good, man.
It's such a positive vibe and such a different vibe from what I had for years and years on YouTube. I feel like 2018 is going to be the best year in a ridiculously long time because of you and your positivity and support that you're bringing to every single stream. So thank you. Because of you guys,
nothing to do
I got
with me
past
begging.
the short-term tax issues. My girlfriend's moving in. I couldn't be happier, okay? Things are going great. So then, FYI, folks, once those 4 days are done and everything's wrapped up in February with my girlfriend moving in and we're settled into a schedule and everything, probably more than likely once everything else is done, which more than likely things will be wrapping up then, Super Mario Sunshine will continue and finish up in February, all right? So there you have it, folks. This week, a very, very big variety of stuff with Batman being caught up on, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Super Mario Sunshine starting, the continuation of Batman when the new episode comes out, a podcast, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I mean, could you hope for any more variety? There's a ridiculous amount of it coming up this week, okay?
What variety? You're playing PlayerUnknown every
All right,
day.
that's it, folks, for the weekend preview. I want to say thank you very much. You've been so supportive. Without further ado, thank you to the following patrons. These were the December patrons that made this month's previous Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 playthroughs possible. By the way, pledge $5 or more to my Patreon this month. You'll be able to nominate and vote on the indie games that I'm going to be playing in an Indies Marathon coming up in either very late February or early March. Okay? Thanks, everyone.
Okay.
Have a good evening. See you this week for the big variety and stuff on stream. Peace out, and thank you to the following patrons.
All right. That's it, everyone. Thank you for watching this stupid fucking video. It's great. It's great. Great content for you guys. See you when I see you next.